Hey everyone, it's Seven Bell Canto. Welcome back to my channel. I thought for today's video I'd go over my skincare routine. I know it's kind of boring and everyone has a different skin type, but I thought I would share, maybe have a similar skin type. I would say that my skin type is, I'd say pretty normal with slightly oily. My skin does have texture and it does have pores, large pores, enlarged pores technically on my nose, like the bridge of my nose, and slightly on the nostrils and a little bit on my cheeks. I am pretty lucky where I don't have acne, and I did not really have a lot of acne when I was a teenager, so I've been lucky with that. But if you just have pretty normal everyday skin, I guess, or skin that I would say I am pretty sensitive to scents. I do have two things that are scented, but other than that, I would say most of my things are unscented. So let me go in with what I start with every morning. So I actually, when I begin my morning, I leave my skincare that's been on during the night. I just sort of leave it on, and I have work early in the morning. I work from 4 a.m. to 7:55 a.m. And I honestly just add a little bit of makeup to my face because I'm going to wash it off and I want to look a little more put together. I mean, I don't do a great job, but I just do some light powder foundation, some blush, and some lips, and that's about it. But when I've done all that and I'm getting my face clean and reset for my actual day, even though work technically should be the beginning of my day, I don't count it till I finished work. And so I start cleansing my face with Cetaphil, and I prefer this one. This one is the Gentle Skin Cleanser, and this one is more of like a lotion consistency. There's one that's more like a clear see-through formula, and that one really bothers my skin and it really irritates my eyes. This one I have no problem with, and I use it on my eyelids to help break down mascara. And this one is the Gentle Skin Cleanser, and it has like a face and a body. I think the other one just has a face, but this one I like a lot more for my face, and it really does help get rid of makeup and eyeliner and mascara. And then after I've gone through with that, then I use my Cerave Hydrating Facial Cleanser. This one is a holy grail. Well, basically everything except for two things are basically holy grails. I will use both of these till they are discontinued or I pass away, because so far they really work for my skin. Now this says for normal to dry skin, which I don't think of my skin as dry. I'm like dry in certain spots and oily in others. Like, it's weird. So I think I have pretty normal skin, but slightly oily. And this is a hydrating facial cleanser, and it helps cleanses, hydrates, and helps restore protective skin barrier. And I do feel that. I feel like it's not like a film in a bad way, but I do feel like my skin is being protected, if that makes sense. And this has ceramides and hyaluronic acid, which my skin really does enjoy hyaluronic acid, which could be why I think my skin is oily, as I might be overhydrating, but we'll get into that later. So after I've cleansed and washed my face, I always use white towels for everything. I like to see the makeup come off and everything like that. And so I always buy white and I just throw them in. I don't care if they get stained. I buy them at pretty cheap places. These were from Big Lots. I think it was like $5 for $5. And these have, I don't know what kind of weave they are. They're not a waffle weave or anything, but they're a textured weave. And I like this makeup artist, Katie Jane Hughes, and she also likes to use basically white washcloths. Hers I don't think are always white, but that have texture, because she says it kind of gives your skin an exfoliation, which I agree with. And I like using sort of natural things, so I like having washcloths, and they're not disposable, even though some things I use are disposable. I like that I can eliminate waste product by using things I can wash and reuse again and again. So after I've cleansed my face, I then go in with a toner. Now this one does have a fragrance. You can get it unscented, but I really do love the scent of rose, and it's not that strong at all. Like, let me see. I mean, it is scented. So if you cannot do any sort of scent at all, use the unscented one. Honestly, not really sure what toner does. I just see it as in like any type of skincare routine you watch. People say, oh, you need your toner. And I'm like, okay. So when I've really been into skincare for the last few years. And so I hadn't bought a toner. And I know some people really hate this brand for some reason. I'm not sure why. But it's been around since 1847. And honestly, that speaks volumes to me. I know like it shouldn't necessarily, but if it's been selling well for almost 200 years, they must be doing something right. Whether it's marketing or product itself, it must be pretty good since it's been here for almost 200 years. I will say that on the ingredients, the fragrance is pretty near the bottom, but still, they do make an unscented version. So if you want to try it, I would go with your unscented first, and then they have a few other scents. I love the rose. This is rose petal. I'm not sure if they have other ones, but I do enjoy this. I think it's supposed to like hydrate your skin, maybe tighten it. I'm not sure. And then for my morning skincare, I do use 2 sort of serums before I put any makeup on. And the serums I use are, I'm not really brand loyal to these, but this is the Ordinary, and it's the niacinamide 10% and zinc 1%. And it is a high-strength vitamin and mineral blemish formula. What I've known that niacinamide is allegedly supposed to do is minimize the appearance of pores. And I mean, I still see my pores on my nose, and I use the matte powder foundation, but I will agree, I don't know what it does, but my skin does feel nicer. If I've skipped my niacinamide for a few days, I feel like my skin looks kind of congested and junky. So not sure what it does, because it's not like, I feel like there's a big myth with skincare and skin that if you use something that minimizes pores, you no longer have pores, and that's not true. I think the pores are enlarged from, I think, genetics and also skin damage. And I know when I was younger, like middle school and high school, I wouldn't use sunscreen, and I would get burned right on my nose, and that's in right here on my cheeks, and that's where my enlarged pores are. So I would say that mine's mostly due from skin damage from, you know, sun exposure when I was younger. But also my grandmother has sort of enlarged pores on her nose. Sorry, Grandma. But I mean, it's kind of hereditary too. But this I do enjoy, and I like how it feels going my skin. It has, if I have like a blemish or something that I've like cleansed, you know what I mean? I don't get like pimples, but you know, you get some random junk on your face. I do feel like a burning sensation, which with skincare, you know, I always think that's a good thing. It's probably not, but in my mind, it's like, it's burning, it's good. I don't know. Probably not. But after I've used niacinamide, this is hyaluronic acid. Now for my morning skincare, I use a single drop. I use just about 1 or 2 drops of niacinamide, but I use just a single drop of the hyaluronic acid. And that's because I found the more moisturized my skin is, even though I use a powder foundation, my makeup seems to break down, I think, a little faster. It looks a little greasier, doesn't stay as matte. And I think that is from using too many hydrating products. I wouldn't say that, like I've said, I'm not quite sure what my skin type is, but I'm just a firm believer that hydrated skin is good skin. I feel like, think of it as leather. Like I have a lot of leather handbags and some, you know, this expensive junk right there collecting dust. The leather, you need to condition it. And I think with skin, you need to add moisture back to it as well. So I do like hyaluronic acid. And this is formulated to draw moisture into the skin for deeper hydration. And if you take a steamy shower, you'll have even more hydration because of the water vapors, I think, that are in the air kind of get pulled into your skin. allegedly. I'm not sure how science works with skincare, but this is what I hear, so it's what I say. And this is the Good Molecules version, and this is a pretty good deal. Everything here, oh, I don't think I even said this, everything here except for one thing is drugstore. And we can go into the one thing later, but everything here is drugstore. This is Good Molecules. You can actually now get this out Ulta, which I bought my first batch of Good Molecules things, I think on goodmolecules.com, because they had like a 30% off, so I got things on a really good discount there. But I think everything at Good Molecules is like, I think the most extreme thing is maybe like $25. And this is about, I thought it was $12, and you get, this is a large bottle. It's, how many? So the typical size bottle is 30 ounces. I think these are like 6. And this is the large bottle, which is 75 milliliters. So you're getting a little over double for just double the price. You're actually getting a slightly better value. And for $12, and like I said, I use literally like one drop in the morning. I have a large face. And I use about a little bit more at night, but we'll go into the night later. And so that was everything I used for the morning. So to break up, oh, the most important thing, I'm all flabbergasted lately. It's been very stressful. The last thing I do with skincare, making sure, yes, is I apply sunscreen. This, it's so blurred out or whited out. Don't even think you can see it. I'm not brand loyal. This is the Kylie Skin by Kylie Jenner sunscreen. I bought it honestly because it was slightly cheaper than the Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen. I love the Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen. It is a game changer if you wear foundation every single day and want, like, I don't do full coverage, but I wear like medium. And so like a skin tint, I don't even waste my time with those because it just, I don't know. I feel like I'm just putting junk on my face to not cover up anything. That's my opinion. But anyway, so I do like a medium coverage sort of look. And I always have to wear sunscreen. I like to be pale. It's just my thing. It's like my aesthetic. So I like to be really pale. And I like sunscreen. I like sun protection. My family has had some battles with skin cancer. Nothing serious, but you know, you've had to get things removed. So my grandmother I know had skin cancer, my aunt I believe, and my father. So I'm a big supporter of sunscreen, and I have a big floppy hat that's UVA or whatever protected. I wear that anytime I'm outside for a long time. So like we have a really nice park, as in like nature park in my town, and we took my cousin and my aunt and my cousin's son, and we were outside, and I made sure to wear my sunscreen and to also wear my hat, and I didn't show any signs of burning or redness or anything. And also there was a day we went down to Myrtle Beach to visit some family that was visiting Myrtle Beach, and I did the same thing. I had full face of makeup, but I had my sunscreen underneath, and I wore my big floppy hat, and I applied my body sunscreen. I apply it about every 25 minutes. Had no signs of redness, no signs of burning. I did that before when we went to Myrtle Beach as a family for a family vacation trip. No signs of redness, no signs of burning. Everyone else got sunburned. I applied, not liberally, but I applied like a light layer on my skin every 25 minutes. I didn't do my face. Well, I did do my face then because I didn't wear makeup then. And I would apply that every 20 minutes, but I still had a hat and no signs of burning, so I'm thankful for sunscreen. I'm not brand loyal to this, and I actually just did a order from Clinique, and I'm not fully sure what the brand was, or the version of their sunscreen was. It's about $30 something, and it's like the face and body cream. They make one that's just for face, and it's $29. And it's like 1 point, whatever this one is. This is like 1.7 fluid ounces, which this, I can make it last about a month to 6 weeks. And that's if it's like this time of the year where it's fall and winter, where I'm not needing to apply. And if I'm going out, like the days where I know I'm going to be at the beach or I'm going to be outside, like at a picnic or a farmer's market or something, I do apply more. But for an everyday, I apply little. They say like a dime. I apply a little more than a dime, but I don't apply tons more. So that is my morning routine. And then for my night routine, I do sort of the same thing. I start with a makeup wipe. Right now I like the Neutrogena. They are a little bit pricey, but on Amazon you can get, I think, 60. I have them right here. I bought like a bunch of them. 25. You get 50 for a pretty good deal. It's not the best, but there is something in them. I don't know what it is, but it really does get all your makeup off. Like the ones from Trader Joe's, I loved. I just got, I have like 1 or 2 left of the Trader Joe's, but the Neutrogena kicks its butt. I mean, the Trader Joe's ones, it does break out foundation and eyeshadow and lipstick and stuff, but it really doesn't get all of your mascara and eyeliner. These ones do. So I do like a 17-part cleanse. I don't know, but I first break up my makeup with the makeup wipes, and then I've rinsed my face with cold water. I do cold water at night, hot water in the morning. I don't know. It's just my thing. And I use the Cetaphil again. I cleanse. And instead of using the Cerave, I also use this in the morning too, but I like this one. It's the Clean and Clear Night Relaxing Deep Cleansing Face Wash, oil-free. I don't know how to describe the smell. If I said aquatic, I'm not sure if that would make sense, but it's fresh. It has that fresh scent, like, you know, if you have like a cucumber perfume, something like that, I would call that fresh. But it's also aquatic. So, like, if you've ever smelled like perfumes or colognes, and like Giorgio Armani has Acqua di Gioia, which is like they're coming out of the water, that's gonna have an aquatic smell. And this smells, so it has sea minerals and sea kelp. I agree with that. I think it probably does. And it does wash away daily buildup. And it is fragrance, but it's a fragrance I enjoy. It is fresh and aquatic. I'm not quite sure if that makes sense. If it does, let me know. I think it would make sense to most people, aquatic. So that watery, fresh smell, but also like sea kelp, sort of natural, holistic. I'm not quite sure if I'm making sense, but I enjoy this smell. It smells like Whole Foods. I don't know. That's how it describes to me. And I use this with it. So I do about 2 pumps of the Clean and Clear. And this is a silicone scrubber, and it vibrates. And I don't like scrub with it. I just kind of do buffing motions, especially on my nose and chin. And that's in the tops of my cheekbones, and that really helps to get my skin really, really clean. And then after that, I only do a few drops of these, like shake, like really small amount of my Thayers. Not sure what it does. And then I use the Good Molecules Overnight Exfoliating Treatment. This is pretty hardcore, and if you do use this, you have to use a sunscreen, like if you go out, because it has AHAs and BHAs, which make your skin, I think, more susceptible to the sun's rays. So that's part of why I also use sunscreen, is I use things like this. And does it say what it does? It doesn't say what it does, but it's supposed to basically be like a gentle everyday chemical peel for your skin. So these AHAs and BHAs help to lift the sort of dead skin cells from the top layer of your skin, and sort of give you fresh, renewed skin. And so I do that, and then I use about half to a full vial of the Hyaluronic Acid serum. Like, again, I'm not really brand loyal. I do like the Good Molecules more than the Ordinary. My skin seems to like their products more than the Ordinary's versions, because the Ordinary makes the same things, and the prices, let me see, believe this is also 30. Yeah, this is 30 milliliters too. This is the Ordinary Niacinamide. This is the Overnight Exfoliating Treatment from Good Molecules. They're both 30 milliliters. And they're literally, everything is about the same price. So you can get the Ordinary, I know, at Sephora as well. I get everything mostly at Ulta because I have an Ulta now in my town. And I have the rewards points, so that's how I use things. And so after I've used the Hyaluronic Acid Serum, I forgot to bring it. But I have the Cerave Moisturizing Cream, the tub. Let me see if I can pause this and get it. I've never tried this before. I think it worked. I went away and got this, and hopefully it didn't disrupt the video. But this is the Cerave Moisturizing Cream. This is the last part of my nighttime skin. This will last you a long time. This is also unscented. I use just a little bloop, like a tender swipe. Tender swipe full of the Cerave Moisturizing Cream. And I especially put it in my smile lines. I have pretty deep set smile lines from work. I have to smile for no reason a lot of time at work. So that kind of annoys me because they're not real smile lines, they're work smile lines. But yeah, this finishes off my full day of skincare. Like I said, everything is drugstore except for the Kylie Skin. This is more of prestige because it's, I believe this is $24, which for the amount you get is not very good. My Clinique one is about, I got it on sale for $21. Actually, I'm going to pause this again and get it. I'm doing pretty good with the pause and go thing. Hopefully this works. Okay, so this is the sunscreen I just bought. It's a pretty big bottle. I've used this before and I really like it. It's Clinique, so it is prestige, but Clinique is not as expensive as a lot of other high-end prestige brands. So like the typical foundation from like Estee Lauder or trying to think of other like Too Faced and MAC, those are between $35 to $45, like that level of prestige. And Clinique's about $20. And this is the Clinique Broad Spectrum SPF 50 sunscreen with Solar Smart with UVA UVB protection, and it's called the Body Cream. Excuse me. And this is allergy tested, 100% fragrance free, very good. Photo allergy tested, not sure what that means. Dermatologist tested, which I don't know if that, you have to actually do that. And it's oil free, PABA free, I'm not quite sure what that is. Non-acnegenic and appropriate for sensitive skins. And the active ingredient is avobenzone 3%, homosalate 5%, oxasalate 5%, octocrylene 2.7%, and oxybenzone 5%. So if any of those ingredients bother you, I know some of those can bother people. I've never had an issue, thank goodness, because I'm allergic to a lot of stuff. And what's crazy is the Kylie Skin has a lot of stuff. Like has a lot more ingredients. I don't know if you can see all that. It's a lot. I don't even want to. Kiwi seed oil. I'm not sure what that's in there for. I didn't even look. I just saw that the Kylie Skin was a dupe for Supergoop, even though it means is $6 really a dupe for the goop. I don't know. But I do like this Clinique. And look at this. This is how many ounces? This is 5 fluid ounces. And this one is 1.7 ounces. So you get a ton more. You don't need to, you need to use as much as you need to use. I don't want to say you don't need to use a lot. Use as much as you want. You know, if you want to do a full layer, do a full layer. But someone said, I think it was Wayne Goss. And that's where I got this recommendation from, was from our Wayne Goss video. And I figured with Clinique, since they are known for their makeup, that they would make a sort of makeup safe sunscreen, which I would consider this to be. And he said that you can sort of go off of how many days you would use this by the milliliter, because you use about, I think, a milliliter of sunscreen a day, supposedly. So like the Kylie Skin is 50 milliliters. So I was about right with saying a month to 6 weeks. And then this is 150 milliliters. So that's close to half a year of supply. And full price, this is about 30 something dollars. I got this on the Black Friday sale from Clinique, and it was about $21. And I also used it through Rakuten, so I had some more money back. But you can also buy this now full price. It's full price on QVC, but you can buy this on QVC and do their Easy Pay, and that is one where you just pay the payment once a month. So it breaks up your total, and you're not charged more, and you get your product home with the first payment, and you just pay the rest over the allotted months. And I think QVC is pretty easy. But yeah, this is my skincare. Everything is drugstore. I'm just making sure it's drugstore, except for the sunscreen. And I don't know. I think they do make some wonderful sunscreens for the drugstore. I haven't found one that works well for people that wear a full face of makeup every day. So yeah, that's been my one qualm. And a lot of them can really, really, really burn my eyes. Like I used to really enjoy the Neutrogena like matte ones, but oh, my eyes would just be literally on fire. And I don't have that with my Clinique. I don't have it with the Kylie, but you know, I'm kind of not worried too much about the Kylie. And I never had it with the Super Goop either. But hopefully this was interesting and not just a long blabble of nonsense. But I do enjoy skincare. It's a thing it's not passion of mine, but I enjoy talking about it. I enjoy watching videos. Never quite sure what really works because everyone's skin type is different. I try to just go off of what I've seen people say you should use. So let me know what your favorite skincare items are. And yeah, I enjoy skincare. I enjoy using drugstore items, especially things that work, like Cetaphil works and people swear by it. Cerave, I've had wonderful results with so many of their products. Absolutely love these two. These are some of my favorite things, and the Cetaphil. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope to hear from y'all soon. Have a great day. Bye, everyone.